Imagine a scenario in DAS Trader where you are long 500 shares on SPY with a stop loss at 540. Now your DAS my stop variable is 540. A bit later, you decide to enter in a separate position going short 100 shares QQQ with a stop loss at 481. Now your DAS variable my stop is 481. Because you only have one variable to control your stops, your system does not know what your SPY stop is set to. If you exit a partial of your SPY position and replace your stop at my stop, it will be set to your QQQ stop. Now what do? To fix this issue, we need to create a myStop variable at a per ticker level. Today, I'm going to cover a new user object that DAS has just implemented in its latest beta version. This is actually a feature request I made to DAS about a month ago because I currently do not have a way to manage my stop when partialing out when I am in multiple positions, and neither do you. I made a video showing this issue during a live trading session, which I will link at the end of this video. DAS did add a new function called NewUserObj, which allows users, aka us, the ability to create our own objects. There are a lot of different object types within DAS, but those are read-only objects, meaning that users, us, do not have the ability to modify the contents of those objects, so we can't add or update any of the attributes. So those are called read-only. So they added a new object type, which is read-write access, meaning users have the ability to read, aka see, object attributes, as well as the ability to write to them, meaning that we can update attribute fields. So you can see the new user object that's defined within this script builder. And if I just run this code here that I had shown you previously, so this is where we're declaring symbol and then a stop and then just outputting that, you can see that if I run this, it will say that our symbol is SPY and our stop is 540. And you can also see that this is the show object, which really doesn't have anything in it, so I really don't understand this part of it yet. And then if I refresh, you can see that my object is defined and that it's actually a user object. So does this solve my issue? Well, not completely. I need the ability to do an object lookup at a key value pair level. For instance, I need the ability to create a named object and then call getUserObj by key, or I need the ability to do a lookup by an object property, for instance, getUserObj, where property symbol is equal to SPY. I will continue to work with the DAS development team on finalizing a solution and update you when it is done. We'll also have the ability to create any type of attribute. So this is going to be useful for instance, there are some attributes that DAS doesn't currently provide. So isSSR, so they don't provide that currently. So we could create a hotkey to where we could say, when we're on a ticker, we could, press a hotkey that tells us, our system, that this is an SSR. And then one of the things I've thought about doing is adding like a spread, or sorry, not a spread, do like 5 cents or 10 cents lower than the bid if it's an SSR. Normally I just hit the bid so I can get filled, but on SSR you can't. So you actually need to go lower than the bid so you have a higher probability of getting filled. And you need to know whether or not that's an SSR. DAS doesn't currently provide that information, but since we are looking at it, we know it's an SSR. If we add an object that says is SSR is true, then we have our logic that says whenever we enter a position, if it's an SSR, then when I hit the bid, I actually want to do like 10 cents lower than the bid rather than just hitting the bid itself. So this would be one aspect on how we could use something like this, or why you would want to add extra data elements to the object. But really, this just sort of opens up the box to do a lot of very complicated things to your hotkey logic.